Ignition sequence start.
Hello.
You thought it was over? You thought we were done? Hell no, because we back! Back at the Space Shuttle at the Takeoff Podcast.
Back in the main spot, number one. You thought it was over. You thought we was done. But we kept rising like the mother sun.
And we are back at it again. I'm your boy Adrian, a.k.a. D.
I'm Stubbs.
And today we got a special guest here in the house today. He's been on this show before. He's not a stranger to the show. Actually, he's been behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's been behind the scenes. He's been doing all the good work, you know.
Every podcast needs a water boy.
Or a soda boy.
A provider of resource. Honestly, can we redo that? I seen y'all do better.
Intros?
That was light.
Okay,
we not gonna. We ain't gonna.
I thought this was special.
We're not gonna stop pressing recording.
All
But
right, here
Adrian,
we go. We're going to do it again because we got a guy behind the scenes in the house.
We got a God in the building.
Hey, he in the house today. He's finally stepped from behind the camera to show him what his chops is in front of the camera. We got the guy behind the scenes. Number one, the Ace Boone Coon, the secret millionaire, the guy who's behind the product, Mr. Guy behind the scenes. Welcome to
The
the show.
secret recipe that they don't tell you about. So that's
There you go.
me.
That's him right here.
There it is. Appreciate it.
He has many names. Top notch taco.
Hey, we gonna cut it right there because I can just go on forever.
The guy with the glasses. We're going to call him the Brainiac. He's the
Brainiac. That's it.
He's the brain behind this whole operation.
Martian Manhunter.
Hey.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He who shall remain nameless.
Oh, I thought he was about to do the
No, he who
Kang.
remains.
He who remains King Kang. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Or if you really into Marvel, the one above all.
getting you on this damn show is like pulling teeth.
Why is that?
You tell me.
You're the dentist.
Yeah, I don't know.
God damn, I
I
mean,
don't know.
how many times we trying to get this man in front of the camera? Since forever, right?
Yeah, he don't. He's very shy.
I really don't want to I like being behind the camera. Like that's just.
And we get it, but at the same time, you're a guy with a whole bunch of knowledge, as I might call it. You know, we just got to get your mindset on a few things.
Yeah, I feel that. You know. So what's on your mind?
Well, you know, we've been talking behind the camera. By the way, today, you know, we was out kicking and, having a real bro day or whatever. And we was having this conversation about, the ancient, timeless type of category. What is a simp?
Sorry, yo.
Man, we caught you off guard, didn't we?
A simp can
That's
be a
James
lot
with
of
the glasses.
things.
We can fix that
like
in
a
post.
puppet getting pulled by a lot
Honestly,
of strings.
I feel like I struggle with the definition. I think that's kind of what he's talking about. I like some people use it in the sense that if you're doing anything that's courteous or what we call it, not charity, chivalry. Mm-hmm. I feel like all acts of chivalry have become a negative term that we use called simping, which I'm guessing is just from the word being sympathetic.
Well, a lot of people got different terms for it. Some may categorize as being a sucker.
or a soft pimp.
Okay.
Several.
doofus.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like
Or just getting taken for.
what does it mean? Let's define it, y'all.
Let's come up with, okay, it's just,
I don't think we'll all have the same definition, so I'm just saying like
we definitely won't. For me, a simp is you doing the most to not even obtain what you want. You want
Doing
the,
too much.
Yeah, you do. You want the woman. Let's just say the goal is I want to have sex with this month. You ever seen what's the name of the movie? Oh, what's the name of the movie? Come back to me. I'm gonna get the name of this movie. It's go perfect.
Well, I would say this, a lot of people, have a situation when they call a simp basically somebody who does anything nice for a woman. Mm-hmm. But really a simp, I explained it before, is somebody who you trying to pedestalize who really don't want you back.
And for me,
I got you.
have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
I think so.
There was a scene in the movie Idiocracy where they took allegedly a prostitute from this time. She went into the future, and a guy kept saying, "I want to have sex with you." She was like, "Just give me $100." He gave her $100. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to beat it up. She was like, "Oh, come back tomorrow." He came back tomorrow. She's like, "Give me another $100," and that's what kept going. She just kept getting him for his money, and that's a simp. Like you're not getting. If you're the sugar daddy, you're not getting sugar. You're the sugar daddy who don't get sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my perfect definition. The sugar daddy
Basically,
that don't get sugar.
that's a sucker.
Or a simp.
You're a dummy.
Or a simp.
But say,
Because I want to draw a fine.
synonymous.
I personally want to draw a fine line between simp and when you talk about chivalry.
Yeah.
No, if you my woman and if I see a future with you and kids, I'm opening doors for you. If somebody else want to call it a simp, I'm your man.
All right, let's bring it to more scenario in today's time. You take a woman out to a restaurant. I'll say this. I went out with somebody and she asked me up front, "Are you paying or are we splitting?" And in my mind, I appreciate you for asking because I understand in today's world, that's a big topic, how the bill going to get broken up, whether we out with a bunch of friends or it's a date or simply because as a man, I'm supposed to. And I appreciate her asking, but I was like, no. I invited you. I asked you out. I want to do this. Now, I want to ask y'all in this story to try to point out where simping may have begun or where simping could fall in this. Let me take you out. So I want to pay. I want to do this. Mm-hmm. At this current moment, I don't have no expectations of getting some in this moment. Now I'm a man. Would I like to if it's offered? Would I like to? Do I want to? I wouldn't have you out here with me if I had no intentions of ever being that close to you. Like this ain't just for conversation. But that is not my goal right now. I really just want to go out and see what you're about.
That's not necessarily something.
Okay. But would it be simping if I took her to a really nice restaurant, like some 5-star tablecloth, and before the meal, during the meal, whatever, she said, "Just so you know, you ain't getting none."
Wait, hold on. What?
I'm the cookie monster. I get the cookie.
Like, what if she said, "You ain't getting none," and you still proceed to take her?
Was that your
Bill,
Stubbs.
Ouch. Are you a simp if you proceed to take her?
She gave me the where there's a choice, there are no victims. So I know if I would. I'm not even gonna answer the question if I would take her or not. We're gonna answer what you said. Am I a simp if I still take her after she told me I'm not getting none?
Yeah.
I'm a what's it? A hopefulist. It's not hopefulist. What's the word where you not optimistic? I don't want to use that word. I just can't call it a simp.
I'm looking puzzled, but I'm not trying to help you.
Was that your? Here's my question: is that your intention to get some?
Eventually,
that night.
No, that night.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really like. Yeah.
Because it kind of sound in that type of situation. I'm gonna just say this: it kind of sound like she would never plan on giving you any.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. It sounds like in that case, that situation, it sounds like she's using you.
I mean, like I said, if you went to a place a 5-star place, I mean, I started out giving y'all like a real story, but I'm kind of just like making up an imaginary scenario. And I'm just saying, like, question to y'all: if you took her to a restaurant and it was an expensive restaurant, by whatever definition you said is expensive, but she told you you're not getting none, are you a simp for still taking her?
Well,
I mean, I'll say this for my answer.
But here's the thing: we got to make intentions clear.
Yeah,
that's the only thing about it.
Because, like you said, it's depending on what you're expecting and what you're paying for.
That's what I'm saying. It's all intentions. I mean, because it's like that particular situation. If you don't get the intentions clear, it could be perceived that you're being a simp.
But the date I went on, I appreciated her for asking and just clearing that up front.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we had no conversation about how this night was gonna go or nothing like that. But just on paying for, who's paying, all that, I actually appreciate the fact that she had a sense of, let's clear this up right now so there ain't no confusion.
Right. See, that's what I mean. You got a clear intent on what's going on. Now, in that case, I wouldn't call it simping. Simping in my mind is like, case in example. Let's use, who's a good example? Can't think. I'll just bring this up. Somebody who basically, you've been chasing this girl, or vice versa, for a long time. Mm-hmm. She don't want, Steve Urkel.
Okay.
Steve Urkel.
And Laura, yeah.
And Laura. Chasing, clearly Urkel.
That's simp.
That's simping.
Yeah.
She told him time and time again, Steve, go on, go home, go home. I don't want you. I want stuff up.
The game is women like to be pursued. But that's also harassment. Hey, women, after you say the first no, anything after that is also harassment. Pursue me all the way up until you say no. Once you
Should
say
a man pursue a woman?
no, the prize should never pursue.
Oh, you heard that?
Did I say that?
Oh.
But sometimes,
I'm not
you're
the
the
bad guy.
prize. You're what people are working.
Oh.
You are the trophy. The trophy is just there. You worked your ass to get to the podium to hold me up, nigga. I'm the okay.
You know, I'm gonna say this.
let me shut up.
I have an underdeveloped opinion. So where I'm at in my thought process on that is not fully figured out. But I'll say this. Who is the prize? I see myself as a prize.
Everybody should. Men and women. Everybody should.
And if we're all conducting ourselves in a prize manner, let's say we are dating, and I have this theory that we don't see each other. So I feel like the women need to show some form of interest. And I'm not about to pursue nothing like Urkel and never get no reciprocation. I'm not about to keep chasing you and you just curving me all day. Like, you have to show me that you're interested just as much as I have to show you I'm interested. Especially if we talking about like what we might end up getting to is finding a life partner or marriage or something like that. You know, that's a proof of dedication. Like, we both need to show each other some form of commitment or intention.
Well, let me ask you this: who's in a relationship is more likely perceptive to lay down their life when it comes to protection?
For protection?
The family dog. Who's the man? the men are dogs.
Man or woman?
The man,
That's a
I
smart
believe
answer.
the answer you're looking for is the man.
Okay, so if the man got to put down his life in order to for the family to survive,
Uh-huh.
how is he not the prize?
I mean, I could think of a lot of scenarios that prioritizes a woman and say, don't that make her the prize?
You could say that
Yeah.
too, but still, she's not perceived to put down her life either.
She could put down her life to continue producing your seed.
She can make
at
sacrifice.
the
She's
same
putting
time-
her life on the line every time she reproduces your second, your third.
But at the same time, it's more likely that she will, at a certain age, she will not be able to reproduce.
Okay, but until then,
But for life, I'm expected to put down my life for
every day.
every day on the day.
I've never known one man.
To this day.
It's kind of off topic, but I've never known one man die during child labor.
A man? He slipped. He passed out. He slipped on something.
No, but he's able to.
No,
go
I'm
to
just
jail.
saying both of these are like staged examples. That's an example that showcases a man's importance, thus prioritizing or placing him as a prize. In that scenario, you are absolutely right.
It's several
The
scenarios.
most
that would
likely person to die is the most important, and we also had the shortest lifespan. So we're a prize.
No, I think if we change lifestyles, our lifespans could be extended.
Well, you know what? I'm right here configured with my phone right now. My phone is the prize because I'm trying to get.
Let me get
together.
in there. Let me talk to the.
Hold on, wait a minute.
He ain't on live.
I'm not
Yeah,
on
we got to
live,
get it.
Yeah.
He was, but he got kicked out. Yes.
I was on live.
That's why
that's
the noise. That's why I slipped through that paper. Like, what's that noise I'm hearing? Like,
Oh,
That's it right
no!
there.
It sounded like a cable was like.
like a doink.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I thought. I'm looking at it.
No, I thought it was my stuff because they keep asking me, "Do I want to join?"
Okay, that's why I was wondering.
Which, by the way, TikTok.
We didn't even do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing.
Y'all need to
I love that sound.
quit being sensitive.
Certain sounds, bro.
Hey,
like,
no, look, I'm really curious because they treat y'all like y'all saying some wild stuff. I'm like,
we get appeals every day on TikTok.
ain't
and other
that
social
this?
media.
This is a scary thing. This is for both of you. I would like to hear your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If they treating y'all already like y'all saying some stuff that they're treating y'all like for real, blocking everything.
Yeah.
For real.
Does that tell you on to something that maybe you are really saying
It tells me
something,
the world is
or you think you getting miscategorized?
See, what I don't know yet about all these social medias is it AI detection? Oh, something was said,
Yeah.
or is it if it's people reporting us, then I have a different answer.
Well, what's the people answer?
The people answer is y'all too sensitive, or you're American, right? What's your identity? Because if you're American, it's freedom of speech. Shut up.
No, I'm saying like, you know how y'all say with like Dr. Sabi, he put out a truth about something being cured.
Yeah.
And they didn't want that truth out. So we all know how his story ended.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, if you see that they're treating you like him, does that tell you that you're actually speaking the truth?
If they were smart, the establishment, we're just going to use that word, you'll let everything be out there.
Just like a noise.
Yeah, because then once you be like, oh, they let this go out about this theory and that theory, but this one, everybody get killed in silence, that means this might be the right path.
You think that you're being censored due to sensitivities.
Yes.
I think so.
Not so much because you
and
could be
guidelines that
speaking-
allegedly, because one thing, every time, sorry for cutting you off, every time we get flagged and a video taken down, we file an appeal, and then they be like, oh, you guys were right. So why
even go through that?
why even do that? What's happening where
That do
y'all
sound
just,
kind of automated.
but that's why I think it's it's an AI misclassifying stuff. Now sometimes all we do got to do is, because I remember we uploaded a video, as you said, Dr. Sabi, we used the word cure, and I was like, yo, let's take out this one word cure. Now the video ain't been flagged not once. Sometimes there are words you just can't. We just, on our last, I want to say episode, we were talking, or episode recently, we were talking about Hitler and Nazis. I don't know if we're allowed to use those words.
We're not, especially right now, because I just want to let you know we are live on YouTube, my personal channel, Adrian, aka AD.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
Clean it up, y'all. Clean it up.
clean it up.
It's not a concern you will ever have of me.
Well, let's talk about Fabuloso and the recall now.
Let's talk about that. What
And
we
the
gotta say.
butterball turkeys with the humpage.
Well, you know, and let's also talk about the recall on Lay's potato chips too.
Oh, yeah, I'm with it. As long as it ain't Better Made, come to Detroit, y'all. Get y'all some Better Made chips. Stocks going up, flavors going out. Peace. No,
Well, you know,
Sponsored by Better Made. Get you some.
Better Made chips. You can eat more than just one.
you know what? I've known several people who work for Better Made. I don't hear bad stories about the factory.
Yeah,
And that's a good thing. When you hear stories, man, you don't want to work there, man, then it kind of diminishes the product in my mind. But so everybody I know
I'll
be
say
like,
that.
yeah, it's a place to work.
It's a chip flavor and it's a chip brand that I'll go through phases where I want it and I don't, but it has never changed in its taste.
Yeah.
It's other stuff I used to eat from back in the day. I try it now and it is not the same no more. But Better Made has always been exactly what I remember it as.
Have you ever tasted the rainbow bag? It's pretty much a old school potato chip.
I know what
it's
you're
like the
talking about. It's
grayish,
like- yeah, I
purplish
remember that.
bag. It's the old school style before they start.
It's like
salting
they come in a
shit.
beige bag.
Yeah, beige colored bag.
I might have. I'm not too
It's
sure.
like it's weird. Once a year, I have to eat a bag of that. It's not the best flavor, but I just have once a year. I get like a big family size bag and I just munch on it.
I'll tell you what, the only flavor of Better Maids that have changed. You know the flavor hot Cheetos? Better Maids.
The red with the like.
You got the fire on the bag.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only thing. The rest
Oh,
of
the black bag.
No, not that
No,
one.
the
corn
red
chip.
and white one.
Yeah, it come in it's the flavor hot Cheeto Better Maids.
You know what?
Oh.
Them like the only chips I don't eat.
Well, I can tell you they have changed their recipe.
Okay.
I was just thinking of the regular, the barbecue, and the orange bag, like the base 3.
Well, I like that corn chips with the hot stuff on it, and it's
Yeah.
a black bag. I love that.
Yeah, with the flame on there.
Yeah, with the flame. Yeah.
That's like the best corn
Y'all know they
chips.
do tours. You can go there and like.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I feel like as
should
much
go.
as we like how many people that really fuck with them has ever done that?
You know what? It's certain things I hang out by myself a lot. I like to enjoy my own company, but that's something I would take a date on. Is that a date worthy thing? Better Made. It's not the whole date, but it's hey, let's just meet at the Better Made.
It's definitely
spot.
different.
It's different. You know.
Yeah, I would
like to do
say
different
I would
stuff.
say that's probably a good first date, or if y'all already together, just something to do like a date night.
But just imagine you take a girl on a perfect date. Three things y'all do. You might do an activity, you do a dinner, and then you do probably another activity to burn off calories.
Yeah,
Imagine the way they tell that date to their girls. Nigga took me to the chip store. Or he took me to the music. It could be a good date.
yeah.
But the way they explain it, like you could tell me some beautiful shit. The way I explain it,
Yeah.
man, this nigga, whatever I might say.
You know, it kind of brings us back to simping. It's a story, but it was actually an image, and I can't do that on the camera. But it's an image of a guy who took like 3 panels in this little comic to chop some wood, cut it into a heart shape, sand it down, buff it, paint it, polish it, and presented that to a girl as a gift on Valentine's Day. And the other dude just went and bought some chocolates, or he just went and it was like a cutout paper heart. And
So what? So
the girl appreciated his gift more, the one that took less time to make, but it was just like a paper cutout heart.
Right.
And I guess the moral was like, maybe she don't appreciate something that took a lot of time to create. But I just to what you're saying, I feel like it's saying it's her perspective. You might have did something that you thought was cool, but did she think it was cool?
Yeah, because some girls don't mind getting proposed to at McDonald's. Other girls, it has to be a 5-star restaurant.
But see, that all go by what she where mindset is, because of what you were just describing. That came from the heart.
Both did.
It's effort in both, but it's just.
But he just literally whittled.
No, like what we as men would value as a heart, because we're looking at all the skills, the time, the energy, and resources, what it took to produce that. Like we're thinking like production. The production value of this is more than that.
You know what draws men as a crowd? You ever see a nigga working on his car in the hood? Just men just start walking up and standing around. Why do we do that? Because we're drawn to the effort. Like as you said, we could just see like, dog, he really
effort.
They put a lot of work into that. Even if you go to the museum, sometimes you just have to be of the essence. If we're all artists and we go to a museum, we can walk past 10 paintings and see that one.
Or it just has a lot of masculine energy, because masculine energy attracts more masculine energy.
But I'm just saying, we also acknowledge a lot of work.
In a woman's defense, let me ask y'all this. Let's say I spent 3 weeks whittling you something useless that you have no use for, and I gave it to you as a gift. Are you valuing the effort or its application? Because I also could say as a woman, I appreciate you giving me this wooden thing, but what if that was a box of chocolates and I love chocolate?
Yeah.
It could be.
You know, so it's like.
Because you're going directly by her, what she likes to, you know.
Yeah.
That's different.
So sometimes effort ain't always enough.
It's something similar to somebody I know with Secret Santa. You know, Christmas time, people do Secret Santas. Mm-hmm. This is one person I know. Every time they gave out a gift, it was a BS gift. Like, might give you a bag of chips. People, oh, thank you. But if you open it, it'd be money all in it. Wow. Or it's a real gift. So sometimes it's the hidden gem that's within the.
You know, I just recently seen something on Facebook about that. Her name, Queen of Accountability. I guess this girl phoned with this guy, and basically what happened was he rented out the whole Red Lobster because she said that's her favorite place to go. Mm-hmm. But when he took a picture by, nobody being in there, she took it the wrong way. Like, ain't nobody in there, this, that, and the other. And then she decided not to go.
Wow.
Until he broke it down to like, well, I rented it out for 2 hours.
It's private.
Because my homeboy owned the franchise.
Dang.
Just fumbled him.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
It's kind of like nobody wants you till they see somebody else want you. Or, no, actually yours is different. Women want to be in a happening spot versus the exclusive spot, if that makes sense.
But see, that always goes back to like, you see a lot of women, when they go on a date, they take a picture of the food and not actually enjoying the date.
That's why I'm telling you, if we're going back to simping and sugar daddies, this is specifically for sugar daddies, start demanding y'all in them pictures. They want to take a picture of the boat with your gut out and everything. With your gut out and everything.
Time out.
With your gut out and everything. We get in the picture and you posting this picture of me. Oh, you want this? You want this? You want this paper? You want this paper from me? Well, I got to be in your next post.
But it's the reason why sugar daddies don't want to be exposed, because they don't want everybody to know.
Well, some of them don't. Some of them don't.
That's what I'm saying.
But the ones that do,
you about to mess us up.
Yeah, a lot of them married. They ain't trying to be all exposed like that.
A lot of y'all out there need to realize that y'all in the background of pictures. Y'all don't want to be
you ain't
in.
trying to be all exposed like that. You trying to put my business out there. Matter of fact, the thing about, all right, let me ask your opinion about sugar daddies. Do you think a sugar daddy had to be in a specific type of price bracket in order to be one?
No.
You don't think so?
No. There's people, not just women. I'm just going to say this on people. There's people that are comfortably, I don't want to say comfortable. It's a thing about economics. I guess it is about economics. Mm-hmm. Everybody's lifestyle has a different number of zeros behind it.
Okay.
And where you fish in that plenty sea is different values of I don't want to do a fish reference because we're talking about women. Bad analogy.
I was going to say, look.
But all I'm pretty much saying is there's different markets. And there's a price point for different markets. Because a high-end woman going to have a higher-end number of zeros behind the experience that you could pay for. And women that may be more comfortable with less valued things, that might be enough for her.
Well, all I gotta say is when it comes to that, like, I think the stigma from that is that the sugar daddy don't get no respect
Because of what?
because he just paying for a woman.
Oh, like society don't respect him?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or the woman don't respect him. He just,
I'm not an advocate for sugar daddies, but I'm an advocate for people living lives that work for them.
That is covered, yeah.
Cause I feel like when we was in that restaurant, I don't care what the cost is. If I'm getting what I want, I will pay that price. And the closer you can meet my want and need, I assign a value to it being right. Like imagine somebody that can make, I don't know if y'all remember Ratatouille, that the rat, you know, if we want to, hey, women, but the rat made his grandma recipe. Something priceless. It reminded you of your mama, your grandma, however the story went. It was like, what would you pay to relive that experience to perfection?
What that dude say? We losing menus. We losing recipes. That old.
But I'm just saying, like, to answer your question, I feel like I'm getting exactly what I want. I would happily pay for that. Now, whereas you dating a girl and you doing all this stuff, and that's more like simping because you putting all this energy in and you ain't getting what you want.
Mine is the respect.
Who's respecting who?
All I'm saying is, I mean, a sugar daddy might get what he want, but at the same time, he might not always get the respect out of it.
Who's respect?
The respect from the woman.
Are you giving me what I want?
Yo, she gonna give you what you want.
So what is respect if you give me what I want? How are you disrespecting me?
I guess is how you go by it.
How are you disrespecting me?
You know,
You go to a
because you got
You only get disrespected when you
got
value
a lot
other
of-
people's
check this out.
opinions.
Let's say you go to get a pedicure, and they're speaking another language, and they're saying rude things about you.
Mm-hmm.
Your feet look nice. They did a good job. Do you feel disrespected?
Yeah,
How?
it's just, you know.
It's just in the air.
And
the
you didn't know
energy.
the name, and you didn't know the language. Like,
I mean, you right here trying to, they pointing, they laughing like, ha, 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 ha,
And
ha.
as far as I know, they doing a good job.
Man, look, respect is
because at the end of the day, you got to
The
factor in it like
output.
this: a lot of business owners, they don't care as long as the employees show up for work. I don't care what you think about.
Now, and I use
not
that
about what you
analogy
think,
on
it's about
purpose.
blatant.
I use that analogy on purpose because it's kind of set up. But I get what you say, like with food.
Mm-hmm.
You could put some respect in food and you could taste that. I could tell you put some love
Yeah,
into
some
this.
love in it. Yeah, it's something else. It's
Like you cared about what you were about to give me.
needed the bread right.
But I'm saying if you cannot tell the difference and you, as far as you know, all your needs are met to your wildest dreams, what's the problem?
But see, that's
That when she go back home, she say, man,
no,
that nigga dumb.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about blatant disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the blatant disrespect?
What means she do it to your face?
Huh?
That means she does disrespect to
Can
your
you
face.
give us an example, like in a movie or something, where a woman was just blatantly?
Well, I've seen. Now I don't know why these people did it, but case in example, you seen some sugar daddies on live with they sugar daddies, whatever. They on live, and you can tell the woman just right there disrespecting the dude, like, yo, what your old ass, hurt and pay this, this, that, and the other, stuff like that. Matter of fact, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Russell Simmons' daughter, or I can't remember.
What happened?
She was out with a so-called, what you may call, alleged sugar daddy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't necessarily disrespect.
I do remember. Okay.
Yeah, so you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
remember
about.
that.
She was basically showing the disrespect in a different way. Like, come on, pay for this, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I would call that bad service.
That's not how's that different from disrespect?
I just,
I'm gonna have to get a coaster for you, dog.
I'm just saying, we were asking about sugar daddies and not getting what you're paying for. My man is not getting what he's paying for.
But see, how's that not disrespect?
I am disrespected now because you're not delivering.
See, and that's what I'm talking about right there.
It's disrespectful if it's not done right. I am offended by the lack of service.
Let's just take the woman out of it and put an employee in the spot. Terrible, but you order a cheeseburger with ketchup, and they don't give you ketchup. They give you mustard. That's not what you paid for.
Or they don't give you anything at all.
Or ain't nothing at all. They just
Yeah.
take your money and close the drawer.
They
when you
forgot
close
your
it.
order.
So when you take the same thing and throw it in other analogies or situations, you can understand it better without explaining exactly what was going on for the sugar daddy.
But I just feel like
They gave you a burger with the just bun only, no burger.
if you're a sugar daddy, or if you're a customer, a patron, or in anything where you are paying for an outcome and you're not receiving that desired outcome, you are receiving less than satisfactory service. No 5 stars for you. That is, in that case, disrespectful or just unfavorable outcomes.
You know, I kind of want to change the topic real quick.
Wait, before you change, can I ask a question about the topic?
Go ahead.
The women in sugar daddy scenarios, what is their label? What are they? Are they called trophy wives, or do they have a label? Because men are simps and men are sugar daddies, but what are the women's labels in those scenarios?
Diabetic?
Aren't they sugar babies?
Oh, sugar.
Okay, sugar. I just never knew. I never.
Yeah,
knew. We always talk about simps, and then we always talk about sugar daddies. What? I just want to know the females' label.
On the other question, what's the female that's receiving simp behavior? What y'all call it, like a bad bee, a boss,
Hell,
a winner?
never a boss, never a
Never a boss. Why
wait,
never?
never a boss.
You said what's a woman that's receiving?
So a guy is simping to her.
Okay.
What'd that make her?
a receiver.
His
A bad bee?
his pedestal.
A what?
His pedestal.
His pedestal.
And depending on how rough she looks, she can be a power bottom.
He already pedestalizing her.
I sound like she winning.
Yeah, of course she winning.
For a period of time. For a period of time.
Until he wake the hell up.
If ever.
Travis Hunter. But yeah.
Oh, you was about to jump to something else though before we went in.
All right, let me ask you this. Off topic, but similar ballpark. How do you get your woman
Yeah.
out of your face when you just don't want to be in her face no
Musher. Mush,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I've never mushed nobody. I know I keep mentioning it. I've never mushed nobody in my life. I've never done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a married man. I have to be careful here.
That's why I brought it up.
Get her out of your face. I'm gonna just say this, like
Get the hell out of my face.
I say you should just pretend you got a basketball in your hand and just pivot around.
I'm trying to imagine scenarios where I felt that way, and there's some, but all I really did was just remove myself.
So you just walked away.
Like, I remember there was one time we was kind of getting into it, and I was about to walk through the door to leave the room, and she stood in front of it, and I was like, "Don't do that." Like, what was the idea behind you trying to physically stop me from doing anything?
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
And I just said, "Don't do that," and she moved. And it was just that simple.
It's that simple.
Like
Now, but you talk about scenarios where it's a girl in your face like, "Bye, Ree," like going like.
that happens all the time.
I mean, I've had situations where I just kind of like let her calm down. I'll even say that with my daughter. I remember when she was little, she tried to act up in the grocery store, and I just looked at her. I was like, "What are you doing?" That was it. I just said, "What are you doing?"
I want my favorite snacks.
I'm not leaving. I want this. I was like, "How is that even gonna work?" Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like, and it just dispelled the whole thing. I didn't respond the way they expected. I didn't feed into it. I didn't get pulled into it. I just was like, "Let's see how that go." You think that you're just gonna stand here until I give you what you like? That ain't threatening shit about my life. I just start walking.
You want this, and I want you to behave. Only one of us gonna win.
So how would you handle it?
See, I've never been thrown in these scenarios.
Oh no, I'm talking about like a girl in your face though.
Your girl get
Oh, girl in my face.
You mushed her.
No. It's never physical. Never physical.
You face master. You
Give me an example. Yeah, I need a scenario.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm a customized person.
Let me just ask you this. She right here talking about uninteresting shit that you do not
like
want
just
to
more
hear.
annoying and less
I'm
like he's.
gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to listen to my music. Got my head, you know.
What you ain't got here for?
No. Imagine you're
Man, you
sitting.
trying to-
Okay.
Go ahead,
Because
let's go.
I got
Let's
some
go.
more. Imagine you're sitting here on the couch, minding your business. She come in there and she just start talking about who the fuck knows what. But you can tell it's a story that like
She's
if you don't
interested.
remember
She
this
don't want to
conversation.
Going nowhere.
I'm gonna say this.
Well, I hype.
And this
well,
might be simp behavior, but as a married man, I probably just try to deliver as much attention that because I was like, what's going on?
No.
You know,
You ever have somebody tell you a story, be like, Jacob just got shot. They be like, Jacob just got shot? Like, I do. I will lean into it so much you don't want to tell me, or you don't want to, like you said, girl all in my face.
Yeah.
Man, my homegirls did. Your homegirls did. What? Which one? You lean into it so much, they
Yeah.
they hate that. They hate that
I
you're
mean,
interested.
but I'll just say at times in our relationship, it's been different approaches. Sometimes I pick my battles and I just give her the attention that she wants in this moment. Sometimes I might be like, it's rare that I say, hey, look, I'm trying to do something.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, I don't want to discourage you coming to me. And I always think about like learned behavior. If I keep sending a message that I don't want you to come to me, even just to tell a story or whatever like that, it's going to come to a point where you stop coming in general.
And is that because you think us men and women, we communicate differently?
Yeah. I'll say, I don't know if it's Mercury in retrograde or just because we're actually different, but shit be sounding different.
Who do you think typically, we just, on statistics, not your personal relationship, who do you think apologizes quicker?
Oh, that's meant for facts. I'll say this. Somebody,
men all day.
I always heard this whole thing about accountability in women, and I don't understand it. It just, to say by and large, women as a whole have struggled with accountability.
You know, if you write accountability on a football or any type of ball and toss it to a girl, she can't catch it.
But I'll just say, I don't know why that is a thing. And I don't understand that why. I just, like, there's got to be something to that.
But these are not absolutes, though.
Hey, I got a great example of that. I was just watching a news story, and I think it was a Comic-Con going on in that city. So they had one of the guys up there. He made a Lego shape. What's that? The Falcon, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Made it out of Legos. Took him about a month to do.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So one of the female reporters picked it up. You don't pick this up.
Yeah.
As soon as she picked it up, she dropped it.
Damn.
Smashed it to 1,000 pieces. She didn't apologize. No, I'm sorry. She just said, and just hit her face.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this. Legally, it's best not to take accountability. And if that's why women don't take accountability, because to save themselves from legal ramifications.
But the point of that is, you could have just left the shit alone.
True.
Leave it alone.
No, I remember they showed his face. The cameraman did a good job. He went straight to my man's face.
He was heartbroken.
And you just saw him like,
leave it alone.
Now, what if the cameraman would have panned to the woman and she said, "Why did you let me pick that up?"
And see,
wow.
And see, hey, people died over this.
Hey.
That's how people died over this.
Hey.
Look, ladies out there, if your man work on something, I'm talking YouTube too. If your man work on something, you know he put his heart into it. He put all his soul into it.
Even just time.
Don't touch it. See, we know better not to touch certain things.
Yeah.
We know better. We know
yeah.
better. Like, catch me down. I'm gonna give you another one. We talked about this on the last episode. It was a trend of women going on their men PlayStation or Xbox and deleting their whole account.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That's not funny.
That's too much time.
Leave that shit alone.
Just so y'all women know, time also equates to blood, sweat, and tears.
I just want to say this. I don't want to put that stupid trend on all of women.
No,
a lot of dumb trends get followed by just stupid people.
We never speak in absolutes.
But I just say, in the men community, we understood that pain personally.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. Final example. I'm at work. Dude wore his new pair of J's in there. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know why he would do it, because it was
the white ones?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Don't know why he would do it, but he did it. So one of our coworkers walked in, and what she been doing all day, she been doing like that kid and play, that little kick thing.
Yeah.
He tried to do it to his sneakers. Now, we know better than the kick.
White shoes? Yeah.
White shoes. We know better than to do that.
New shoes.
As she didn't do it, but she was getting ready to do it. But you saw that look in his face, like, you about to get. He even said, "You about to get your ass whooped."
I'm gonna get my job because we got.
I said, "Look, you about to die." But I knew, as a man, I knew the type of value he put into them shoes.
Mm-hmm. But he's also stupid, bro. You know where you work. Why would you even wear that?
He dumb as hell. Yeah.
He trying to get on
this
somebody
comes
at
into
work
the answer to the communication problem. It's like there's a cultural difference. It's like, I don't understand in your culture that this might be a prized possession or this might be worth a lot. I don't understand that.
Is it a cultural thing, or is it a gender thing?
Well, I'm just saying culture to normalize it and say that this happens in other aspects of our life. If you go to another country where you don't understand their culture, you may not appreciate things that are of value around you because, an elephant's a sacred animal. We eat them niggas where I'm from. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But in the case about sneakers, I necessarily can't say that, because they know how much money men pay for these shoes. They know. And you know how fresh they are, because they were fresh out the box.
Okay. Now, that's because y'all dating these white women. They don't know the culture. I'm teasing.
I was going to say,
God damn it.
Play that again. I like that one.
God damn it.
That's
God damn it.
Oh,
God
the
damn
singer,
it!
Motown guy.
God damn it!
No.
It's a classic movie from the
God
90s.
damn it!
I thought it was Little Richard.
God damn it!
That's a lieutenant sergeant from a movie.
God damn it!
Forrest Gump.
Okay, I
God
thought
damn it!
Gump.
it sounded like Little Richard,
God damn it, Gump, you're a genius.
and I'm kind of like I'm disappointed now.
God damn it, Gump. You're a goddamn
you're
genius.
a goddamn genius.
But yeah, I mean, you know, we're here cooking, you know, down here in the shuttle.
For the people watching, this is going to be a short episode, possibly.
Because
No,
I
this
am
gonna be
actually not that special.
No, this is a short episode for sure, because we are on time restriction. But we,
Not at all. Yeah. But
we
anyway,
got a little bit more time.
did y'all want to do a few questions?
Why not?
yeah.
Or did y'all want to have more?
No, let's do
okay.
these questions. Hold on.
We will three
we
each,
did say
two
we was
each.
gonna do that. So
Three each or two each?
hold
What
on,
we
before
do?
you do that, hold on, wait.
Oh, right, my bad.
Wait,
Wait, let's decide on how many we about to pull each.
How many you talking about?
I mean, it's a time thing, so we can't.
Two
Let's,
each.
let's do 2.
Everybody get 2. Okay.
All right, 3, 2.
Yo, we pulling questions. Got any suggestions? DM us. DM us.
By the way, the people on YouTube, if you got any questions for us,
Yeah, DM us or send us the question probably on live, and we'll try to read it later and add it in for a later episode. I feel like.
by the way, I know I'm on my personal YouTube account. Please go follow the show at the Takeoff Podcast. The link will be in the description below.
Since this is a short episode, I feel like we should just answer them no matter what.
What you mean? Like,
Like, we're not about to throw them back in. And then
no, we
just
never do
go.
that.
All right, who should go first?
Why not?
I usually don't even read my questions till it's my turn anyway. I leave them
Let's start that way. Guy behind the scenes.
By the way, his real name is Mr. Rogers.
How long have you gone without sleep?
I thought it was gonna be another S word.
Terrible question. Who cares? I don't
You
know.
about to say scratch that? Let me throw this back here.
I honestly don't know. I never like measured it, but I've definitely been up for like 24 hours.
I've done 2.5 days.
About a day. I said day with me.
I say the only time I ever measured how long I went without something was sometimes like really intentionally trying to like sustain from, and I'm talking about fasting. Get your head out of the gutter.
Hey, there was this experiment. I want to say in Russia or somewhere. They tried to keep people up. I want to say for a month straight, and by I think day 8, they just start going completely insane and crazy without sleep.
Wow.
I can believe that.
No return to the point of no, like even if they just allowed them to get. They said one guy as soon they cut the experiment off. I want to say day 20, and some of them already died, but like the few that was left, once they went to sleep, immediate death.
Dang.
Like they just that was it. They just
I don't think a human body can take that type of.
I don't.
Like,
Why
that's
do
something that our body forces us to do? So
we require sleep? I always equate sleep to what's the second Avatar with the girl?
Korra.
Korra, the
Legend of
spirit,
Korra?
the spirit world.
Yeah.
I equate our bodies. We're also tied into another realm or another world, and we have to visit that world in order to stay in this one, sane in this one. We have to just go to sleep.
I mean, I'll say this: when I was in college, we had a epistemology class where they talked about that, where your brain doesn't know the difference. The only thing that it can rationalize is that it's not continuous. So that's why we call it a dream. But if in some way you could exist there, like when you're in a coma, that is reality because it's continuous. It never ends. It's like a never-ending dream. So you really are living that experience.
You know, back to Dick Gregory was saying a long time ago. He said the number 1 killer in the country is sleep deprivation, and I can see that. Depending on how much we got shit going on, we work 24/7. We always on the run, so I think there's a lot of truth to that.
All right. What's next?
Where would you like to travel? Even though we kind of asked this question before.
I'll say being from Michigan, I prefer tropical places. As long as I could be like, the standard uniform is swimming trunks, flip-flops. That's where I want to be.
I concur. I have the same answer as you. Put me someplace tropical. You know, when it rain, I like warm rain. You ever been outside and the
Yeah,
rain is
yeah.
warm? Oh, that's the best. Man,
Cancun was nice if you want to get specific. The Bahamas was great. Like all that. Like
that DR, man, you got to come with me.
I always wanted to visit SoCal, Southern California. It never rains in Southern California.
You sung it all wrong, but yeah, that's it.
And that whatever. You know we never sing it on cue.
Oh, let me go. Okay. My question was folded like a triangle, just to say that.
You got the word.
What will you do with the power of invisibility?
Now, can't see me, or you said invisibility?
Invisibility. What would you do
The
with
clothes I'm wearing turn invisible too.
let's assume.
Okay.
What would you do with the power of invisibility?
I mean,
Don't say be sneaking in girls' locker room.
I just feel like in my adult life, I don't know what more you can't. Like, you could get that on the internet if you just want to see something.
You know what I'd probably do? And I'm talking about like radars can't pick up your heat detection.
Yeah.
I'll sneak into casinos and I just help somebody win. Hey man, he holding 18.
Yeah.
He holding 17.
I mean, it'd probably be like some type of like sinister stealing, or I'm gonna try to give myself an advantage in life.
I'll sneak into one of them secret society meetings, Bafomont or something, and just listen.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all planning what?
Like, I would be like,
year?
do some espionage. Like, I'm just, there's nothing that I can't, no truths are kept from me.
I want to see what's really in Fort Knox.
Like,
They really got gold in
you
it.
ever wonder like what people do when they don't think you around?
Yeah.
Like, I might just sit in a room one day and observe my wife and just watch her, like, what do you really be doing all day?
What if she's like a pet? Like in the sense that, when the owner leaves, they just be at the door or just stand at the door waiting on you to come back.
Yeah. Or
And
like,
when they see you on the way back, they act like they've been chilling all day. I don't mean in the pet in the sense of no Omni-Man stuff, for those of who you know.
but yeah, I would probably just like observe people and just try to like get to the truth of things, like some espionage, and then try to like rob some stuff.
Hey, you made a good point about the secret society meetings. Like, just walk in there and just see what the hell really going
Yeah,
on.
for the next 5-10 years, well, this is what we're going to do to Detroit.
Hey, what if you go in there, they don't do nothing. They just go in there and play cards.
I'm going to say this. I guarantee you, years ago, it was a meeting about Flint. That Flint stuff is unnatural.
The water situation?
Yeah. Even a little sewage that happened in Brooklyn, if y'all want to speak on that. In Brooklyn,
So that was no accident?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know sewage systems, but man, come on. That's bad. If that's true. Sewage up this high.
How long ago was this?
This week. Allegedly, at least according to TikTok.
See, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. Like 1 or 2 blocks. Just sewage up this high to people door handles of their car.
I just see nobody talked about that.
flooded.
Why is that not being talked about?
But no, secret society meetings, and I would help people win stuff. People I don't even know. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, cuz I'm invisible for the next 24 hours, bro. Let's, I'll probably look out for a few family members,
Yeah.
but just random. I like to help complete strangers. That's why I roll my windows down at red lights, whatever that means.
All right.
Did you? That was your second question, right?
That was my first.
That's his first. We all answered our first.
All right, you down for your second one?
This is time for the second one?
Down for the second one?
All right.
No dead air. No dead air. No dead air.
Oh, what do you think people? This kind of goes into that one. Might put this back. What do you think people say about you behind your back? I feel like we would have that answer if he was invisible.
Probably I'm a smart ass. I got a smart ass mouth.
It's like infinite possibilities. I don't really know. I think I don't know. Could be good, could be bad. I can't think of nothing specific.
They say.
They could say more likely anything, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I have been the slightest.
if we want to venture onto the edges of insecurity, it would probably be things that I think are negative about myself. But I don't really know. I mean, that's like something I try not to think about. Like, I don't want to entertain that thought.
That man,
I feel like women say about me, I wonder why he's single.
Yeah.
like, damn, he got a nice beard. Something like that. I don't know.
I just want to sit on his face. My face?
Hey, real quick, while you mentioned that, what? I don't understand women's affinity with like, oh, I want to sit on his face. He got a beard. Because like to me, this is like it would be uncomfortable against your skin.
My guess is probably a different kind of feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not a woman, so I don't know.
Women, answer that. Why y'all like beards and sitting on faces? Why I can't just sit on a damn couch or a chair?
Or do they?
What's in that chair?
Your regular chair.
Is that really a chair?
So desperate for a seat, you looking for a face? Oh, this is a sexual thing. Oh.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
And my question is, how important is credit as an adult?
Somebody from TikTok wrote that question, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
I remember, yeah.
It wasn't a name on there, but I remember somebody from TikTok. Shout out to y'all.
I'm going to say this. There is a necessity, but it's not constant. You could get to a point in your life when that is irrelevant as an adult.
I remember somebody from TikTok wrote this question or asked us to put this question in. I'm sorry, I can't recall your name. I'll try to.
Like, if there's certain things you're trying to acquire, then job, home, car. But let's say you make your own money, you have a business.
Oh, yeah, counterfeiter.
Or let's say you already got the house you want, you already got the job you want, you already got the car you want, or you just live in a way where you don't need those things. You could be an adult and credit is irrelevant.
I feel like
I just think it depends on like what your goals are.
Yeah, because I feel like once you got a house, 2 or 3 cars, you still need. It's good to have. It's like it's something in the arsenal. It's good to have 800 credit score and be able to just, if in case of emergencies, break glass. But
in case of emergencies, certain people, their score is already irrelevant. You know, certain people got family and friends. There's other places you could get money in the case of an emergency.
Well, really, it goes back to how much credit do you really need? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you live what they call a superficial lifestyle where you buy a whole bunch of stuff that you really don't need, then
yeah.
I can ask you a question because I was about to make a comment, but then it made me think of something else that led me to this question. Because when you said something about money, I was like, people could just sell plasma, and then that got me thinking, what do y'all think they do with the plasma? When you go to the store, the CSL plasma, sell it, they give you $50. Do you think it's something more nefarious behind that?
I think so.
I've never done it in my life. They talking about, and then we just put the rest of the blood back in you.
Yeah.
What are you, like, no, y'all could have keep the whole thing.
Honestly, when I heard that they put it back in you, that's why I was just like, that don't sound right.
You know, something about that.
Like, because a lot of people was catching stuff from that.
Yeah. You still do to a degree.
Yeah, because like the tubes weren't clean, or I don't know what it was. But
talking about from the transfusion process?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, even with the ancestry DNA, they said they can keep your DNA. Why do you need to keep that?
Honestly,
it was a company going out of business, and actually another company bought them. Now, say if you gave your DNA to 23andMe, they go out of business, somebody else buy it. Now they got your data information. That's why.
I'll say I didn't do 23andMe. I did the Ancestry like years ago, and I do wish I didn't do that.
See what I mean?
What did you could have used frog blood, and anybody, yep, you're African.
I just feel like the information was not worth it. I don't know if it ever could have been, but I just don't think, oh, you're from Africa. Gee, thanks. Like, you didn't give me nothing that
So basically, they just say you were from Africa. No particular part.
No, they did get into it, but it's like, again, we all know that our genes are spread all across. I feel like they didn't really analyze my DNA. They just went, he's black, so it's here.
You're from Africa and you got COVID. Get out of here.
I don't think that was a personalized, in-depth analysis of nothing.
Look, they debunked that shit a long time. That's why you don't see these commercials.
Now, is it dismissive to say, oh, you live and learn? Because you made, I guess, what you would call a mistake.
Yeah.
It's like calling somebody crazy.
I mean, I guess
crazy.
I'm thinking what would be the opposite of that? Because what else can I do? It's in the past.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do nothing but be dismissive, I guess.
Yeah.
And you voluntarily gave your DNA, so what can you really do about it?
Yeah. I just say I wish I didn't, because I was just like, once I got it, I was like, this is it? Like, I could have guessed that. This is like, no shit.
So they didn't tell you stuff like, oh, that you're related to this guy and he owned a farm.
So you could go deep and apply that information they gave you and start finding your family. But you could do that again without giving them your DNA.
Yeah.
You could.
Genealogy.
I just feel like, I mean, they gave you like things that people of your genome or DNA structure is likely to have. But again, I could have got that other ways.
Now, do you think hypothetically, if you would have just extracted blood from a bear, a turkey, a pig, they would have still been like, well, on his app he says he's black, so yeah, black. From
no, I do think that some people got theirs back saying it was like inconclusive. So I feel like they are looking at it and doing something. You know,
it was okay.
You answer your question.
Oh, my last question: no dead air, whatever that means.
Like, damn it, boy.
No dead air. No. Yeah. Okay, if you can make your perfect spouse like a Build-A-Bear, what are you gathering from what celebrities?
Adrian, watch that episode of Accused.
What the hell?
After you watch the episode of
Okay,
Accused,
wait,
I want you to answer this question again after you watch that episode.
Is it Amazon Prime?
It was on Hulu, I think.
I gotta watch it now. I gotta check.
I'm gonna read the question off one more time.
I gotta check it out.
If you can make your perfect spouse like a Build-A-Bear, what are you gathering from what celebrities?
Oh.
That's a wild question.
Angelina Jolie lips. No, probably making good lips.
And what
Damn,
else?
making good a lot of making. No. Let me see. Dang.
Her last name is Good.
Dang. I can't even.
I'm going to say this, and I don't know if it's just my brain not allowing me to throw myself under the bus and even entertain this question, wife. But I honestly...
You don't direct nothing
You're
in
on.
here.
You can opt out.
No, I'm still answering, but I don't like augmentations. We're talking like physically parts and pieces. And I feel like I don't know if I like I got to see them in real life.
I do too, because I've never found...
Because you know, on the TV screen, the movies, it's like you could them outfits is custom designed to insinuate all this, and
Yeah.
it may not really be looking like that in real life. Like, I don't know if I know like a celebrity well enough to be like, I need her forehead because it don't go back too
Yeah.
far. So,
It's like a forehead like Rihanna.
yeah.
Okay.
I said yeah before he got his question out. I did. Rihanna is attractive.
Oh, she is. Hey.
I like the girl from Queen and Slim. So probably her skin tone or Viola skin tone, Viola Davis, Lupita skin tone is my type of.
Yeah.
If I preferably, I like.
Yeah.
I think they call them blue black. I like that.
And I'll say this, and again, it's not a cop out because I am married. I am just speaking the truth. Physically, I married what I like.
Okay.
So I don't know like a celebrity that I could like reconstruct my wife, you know?
And mentally, you also marry what you like.
Yes.
Oh, that was a joke, y'all. That was a setup joke. I knew you was gonna answer like that.
Sing with me, y'all. Sing with me.
It's so cold in the deep.
That's not the question.
Oh yeah. But
I'm
so
just thinking like I'll probably end up building somebody that looked like her in like so many ways. I think there's a lot of celebrities I like the way they look, but I'm also like a big person of variety. Like,
okay, let me ask you this question.
I'd rather marry Mystique.
Oh, everybody would.
That can constantly change than just like build this one version of a person.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a different question since you can't answer the main question. Do you prefer women long hair or short hair?
I like women's hair up. And let me explain that. I like black face features. I like black phenotypes. I like black noses. I like black shit. I even like that our hair is naturally up. Because I feel like a lot of times women wear their hair down and kind of cover up and change their look. And that's cool. And it look good sometimes too. But I like updos.
I like women with locks.
Oh,
That's my thing.
Snakes like Medusa.
Yeah, I was
I
actually
like
talking to a
women
lady the
with
other day,
locks,
and I
especially
told her,
sister locks.
I was like, I like it when your hair is up. I want to see your face. I like all of that. And she was like, she had locks, but she like keep it up and like that. And I was like, I like that.
But see, that's a good thing about locks because they can angle it any way they
Yeah.
want to, and that's what I like about it because it's something about I don't know what it is about that. Maybe just show the natural features more so
Yeah.
than anything else.
I will say, for me, a hairstyle that looks inviting is more appealing to me. Like, I can appreciate the versatility and being able to be dynamic and switch up your style however you want. But I think as black people, we know you see him do with waves, don't touch his hair.
Unless
The
you
same
just
with women.
trying to start
And
somewhere.
same with women. If them edges right and it's a bust down, I know a little bit. Don't touch it. It's not inviting. It looks nice, but it's not inviting.
No, you just go around just grabbing people hair out of no reason. What would compel a person to do that?
You got to talk to white people about that one. And I'm not even going to mince my words on this.
I'm just curious to know.
Explain.
All right, explain it. What compels you, and I'm talking to you, what compels a person
That's
to just go
that-
up and grab a random ass person here? You don't know that person?
That's that colonizer mentality.
Man.
Your curiosity means you can violate me.
See, I gotta press it one time for the one time.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face,
But
bitch.
don't y'all wonder what a Jerry curl feels like? I've never touched one.
They hard, ain't they?
Yeah.
Greasy.
The old school stuff feels like that. You remember
Yeah,
like
but
back
see,
in the day we used to try to
this-
get the little curl.
Yeah,
Got that sponge.
It was hard. It was
Got
like,
this-
it look wavy, but yeah, nah.
Hey, got that sponge, that top ramen before you cook it.
but what was your question that you asked me?
Do you like hair up or down, or did you want to?
No, yeah, that one. I was gonna say if y'all wanted to take that, if we got time.
If you can make
Actually,
your,
we kind of
over.
Yeah, we over time right now.
well, if you want the real answer, till next time.
Subscribe.
Yeah, no.
Hey, but before we get out of here, I just want to let y'all know real quick. Do not eat Lay's bag of chips because we've been hearing things allegedly that they're no good for you.
Public service announcement.
All allegedly.
Allegedly, unless you don't want to have an interesting Christmas on that toilet, I wouldn't eat that shit. So
Unless you're trying to clear yourself up because you've been backed up.
But if you add extra flavor on it by spraying Fabuloso. Don't do that.
all right,
Don't do that.
This has been today's show.
How do y'all feel about, really quick, how do y'all feel about people who take internet advice? Like, oh, put your phone in the microwave to dry it out.
Hey,
Don't you do that?
Why would I do that?
It's a lot of things you do that you did. Get
I
off the
would
internet.
never do that.
Not that.
Not
but I'm
that
just saying, it's some shit that you got off the internet that you would do.
Oh, because I believe it. I did my research.
So technically, you do the same thing.
But I do the smart stuff. I don't do the dumb stuff. I'm mainly talking about the dumb stuff that's obviously, it's obviously not real.
I'm going to say this. The intelligence of society is on a downward trend. And unfortunately, we have tools in our hand that can do more than what our brains should possibly be having access to.
Hey, yo, if you type in the letter P on your browser and something like Pornhub automatically pop up, that says a lot about you.
Hey, hold on. Not that I'm a victim, but I just have a different take on that. My computer statistically knows I'm a man of a certain age group, and it's suggestive. Most likely, this is what you're about to type next. It's not always based on your typing history.
I thought it was a typing history.
And I mean, some programs, depending on what you own, like Google is not just that. Now, if you was just in like a notepad and you hit P and that came up, that's you. But if it was in Google,
No excuses. No excuses, son.
if you was in,
Did we get here?
and I'm not trying to give people ideas on how to catch people. I just have to,
Kids 13 and under, please don't watch this show.
technology,
Don't watch this part. Of the
they're
show.
trying to predict what you're going to type, not based on the words you
But again,
use.
you also said it's also based off of demographic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're this age, you should be
Most likely, you're probably about to go here.
Because usually when I'm on YouTube, especially back in the day, I don't know about the algorithm now, the related videos on the
Yeah.
side, I'm like, where are y'all? That's the rabbit hole. That is
Yeah.
a portion
I'll
of
say
the
this.
rabbit hole.
Check out Instagram. That search,
That for you,
the search part.
man, that shit is the devil.
But check this out. There's certain times a day where it's not what you're used to seeing. And if somebody explain that to me.
What time of the day we talking about?
I don't know, but like if you go on Instagram, and I'm just gonna do a quick demo. I definitely want to take your time, but this is juicy. If you go on Instagram and you type, and then you just hit that little search, I just not got signal. Y'all see what come up?
Whoa there, what you?
Yeah, that's a lot of skin.
That is called beauty.
A lot of skin is being
A
shown.
lot of beauty.
Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of skin is being
Lot
shown.
Of
like a hairless.
And there
we
are
can't
certain
tell you
times a
what's up.
day where I could do that exact thing, and none of this is here.
but see, you know, as somebody just real quick,
right about now, you
real,
should be.
real quick. Somebody has definitely said that sometimes. Actually, we just said it goes by gender.
Yeah.
You know, especially on IG because they say you type like you say you type in one word, all of a sudden, boom,
Yeah.
that pops up. So to a degree, you got a point.
Do you also think it's based off demographics and zip codes? Like, what if people in a town over who got a
Marketing,
bunch of
yeah.
engineer parents? Oh, y'all get more math and stuff
I
to
think
make
it's
you.
another way to keep you sexually.
But
In that
I will
mindset,
say
that's what I think.
that's why I said the difference between the notepad on your phone versus Google. But also TikTok is even different because TikTok is actually analyzing. You might have not watched that full video, but did you swipe as fast as you normally swipe when you don't like it? Because that just suggests, oh, you do like it, you just didn't want to see it right now. So we're going to try to show, oh, we noticed that videos that look like they got this type of content, you tend to look at more often around this time of day.
But-
So we going to give it more to you around that. Like it's learning your behavior.
Now, do you think you can change your, like, if you do a hard cut on your algorithm, say today for the next 2 months, you look at something you never look at, just polar bears the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Would that truly affect your algorithm?
Yeah, I do it on purpose. My Google automatically resets every 3 months. Instagram is the only application I don't I let Instagram listen to my conversations, suggest from other apps. Instagram, the only one I let have full access. All the other ones, I do periodic resets.
But see, you know, the situation at hand is the fact that if you even type in the wrong thing by mistake, it pops right back up.
But see, is it going to be reinforced? Is it going to keep happening? Is it going to...
If you got to constantly clean your browser out, it's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they want to keep people at a low vibrational state.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I say, like on Google, I tell it, like, if you go just open up the Google app, not Chrome, there's a difference. But if you open up the Google app, there's a little feed underneath. And sometimes that should be exactly the shit I like to read or exactly the articles I want. But sometimes it gets so deep in that it never show me nothing new. Mm-hmm. So I tell it to reset itself periodically so that it'll just start, oh, we got to learn you all over again. You know, and I might be really into Nintendo just while this news is out, but I'm not going to be into that for the rest of my life. So I don't need you to like refresh because I'm refreshing.
For good articles, slight different topic. It's a website, I think it's called Natural News or Nature News.
Uh-huh.
Man, check them out. All that, every day, brand new topics about what it's more politics and you know, climate change type of stuff. But I enjoy it.
But I do want to respect our host time with respect. So I, who control
he has
this,
to go get a colostomy.
don't hit the.
It's so cold.
I'm not gonna say that. Hit the button that say you don't control nothing. Or
You don't direct nothing in here.
but today I am. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Jiggly, jiggly.
No one else say anything after me. Goodbye.
I'm your boy Adrian.
Stubbs.
Now we out of here.
Peace.